Hey yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Boxing Fanatic. I'm back with another one. This is my prediction on Terrence Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter. I mean, look at Terrence Crawford resume and look at Shawn Porter resume. Shawn Porter has a resume kind of similar to Canelo Alvarez. There's no other fighter in boxing right now with that same kind of resume. Canelo Alvarez done fought a lot of guys with, in his weight class and up and down. Shawn Porter has fought a lot of guys. Terrence Crawford, yet, he haven't fought those type of guys, at the welterweight division. And I feel as though, it's going to come a point where in this fight tonight, that's going down tonight on ESPN Plus, that he got to bring the best out of Shawn Porter got to bring the best out of Terrence Crawford. And I think they both are ready. Now, they both are ready, but I still feel as though, most guys get in the ring with Shawn Porter, he maul you. He like white on rice, and some of the fights be dirty, and it all depends, what type of fight game Shawn Porter bring, to the table. But I think this is going to be a fight where, Terrence Crawford gonna have to bring everything he got, because Shawn Porter gonna push him to the next level, and then we're gonna see how Terrence Crawford react once the fight go to getting real tough. Even though a lot of people say, yeah, he a dog, he mean, he ferocious, Shawn Porter has those same attributes. You hit him, he trying to get his back. And this is going to be a fight where it's going to be a fight between distance. Shawn Porter got the shorter arms. Terrence Crawford got the longer arms. Terrence Crawford going to have to, want to try to, get that distance, because Shawn Porter is on you. He mauling you just like he did Danny Garcia, just like how he did Earl Spence, just like he did Adrian Broner, how he did Dennis Ugas. You know what I'm saying? These are top fighters we yet haven't seen Terrence Crawford face yet. And I think Dennis Ugas would give him a real tough fight, even though, Dennis Ugas, he did good against Shawn Porter. Some say he won that fight against Shawn Porter. And how he looked at against Manny Pacquiao, man, he made Pacquiao look like a novice, even though Pacquiao was on his way out. But it was still a real good fight. I always say, if a fighter keep getting hit with the same shot, it's time to retire. Like Pacquiao. But back to this, Shawn Porter, man, he be on you, just like how even when he fought Keith Thurman, and that was a real good fight. Even up to the fight when he fought Earl Spence. I figure if Earl Spence would have knocked Shawn Porter down in that fight, I don't know how that fight would have went, because it could have went both ways. They both could have won the fight, because it was a real good fight. Shawn is a real tough competitor. Even everybody he fight, he makes it a real tough fight. You look like you just got out of a car crash. I mean, even when Terrence Crawford fought Jeff Horn, right? Jeff Horn made it a real tough fight for him, even though, Jeff Horn, Shawn Porter, that's like apples to oranges. It don't compare, but they have kind of similarities of, the kind of fight style they do. But the difference between Shawn Porter and Jeff Horn don't have a jab. He come in with his head. Shawn Porter got a jab. He can jab his way in. Then when he get his way in, he on you. Terrence Crawford gotta have a distance to really punch, because he got longer arms. And I think if he can do that the whole night and not let Shawn Porter get in, then he should win the fight easily just by outboxing him. But Shawn Porter the type of fighter to where that he find a way to get in to offset you, even with his jabs, even with his feints, to get you thinking otherwise. And it's gonna be a tough fight. Shawn Porter gonna bring his A game. Terrence Crawford gonna bring his A game, and the best man should win. And this is another opportunity for Terrence Crawford. This is his last fight with Bob Arum and ESPN. And Terrence, if he do win this fight, I think this should be what Terrence Crawford should do, he should be his own boss, so he can start making money and not stop letting people, pimp him, making money off of him. I always say, the person that's fighting should get the lion's share. And whoever he signed to, if he just just get a promotional deal to where that he getting majority of the money on the front end and on the back end, and on the hotel buys and everything else. He deserved that. He done been in the game for a long time. He should make some merch. Start selling this merch. This would have been a real good fight to start selling this merch, because he 34 years old. It ain't too much you can really do in the game right now. When you reach a certain number, a certain age, most of these promoters don't look at you the same. If he can still bring in a pretty healthy number of audience and fans, he can still sell out arenas and not just little ballrooms and stuff like that. But I think this is going to be a real good fight. This is a fight that you don't want to miss. Y'all make sure y'all buy the fight. Y'all support the fight as I am. You can catch this fight on ESPN Plus. Y'all go ahead and do that. Bless these men. They got a family feed. Y'all get your money back on the end. You working, you'll get your money back. God bless you. But my prediction of who I'm taking, it's gonna be a 50-50 fight. I think Shawn Porter gonna win, but it's gonna go all 12 rounds. People thinking Terrence Crawford gonna knock Shawn Porter out. I don't think Shawn Porter going out like that. I done seen Shawn Porter get punched by a lot of good people, even heavyweights, middleweights, super middleweights, welterweights, and it ain't going down that way like how people think. If y'all do, leave a comment. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And one love and one life, and I'm out. Peace.